Wow. May 1st. I think about this year. I mean, I think about doing lives on YouTube and starting last May 23rd. Really, May 23rd. I mean, it wasn't my first YouTube. I've been doing YouTube, posting my lives and my podcast and all that since really 20. But with that said, I started doing a daily post on YouTube May 23rd last year for 75 days. I called it 75 Days of Love, Hope, and Joy. And I think back to that and I feel like it was like several months ago. It was a year ago. Goodness gracious. And so what I really want to say is again in recapture um, or not just recapture, but a focus on not only love, hope, and joy, but this is the Propel Expansion Empowerment Challenge. And I'm utilizing the tools from the Propel program that I wrote in 21 after I sold my luxury day medical wellness spa, Novita Beauty Regenerative Wellness, and moved over a couple blocks over to where I'm sitting right now for the Novita Beauty Regenerative Wellness Clinic, where we continue to do regenerative stem cell. My this representing this amazing company, LifeWave non-transdermal stem cell activation patch, and many other patches in non-transdermal in this line, but also my skincare products, my aesthetics. Did a facial today. I don't do many, but I do my VIPs, but I do a lot of consultations, a lot of health and wellness slash beauty consultations. So today is the first day of May. It is to me, May is the beginning. If you think about January, February, March, April, it's first quarter, April's first month of second quarter, but April still has kind of a tail in the beginning of spring. It is still kind of I wouldn't say a winter month, but it's that transition month. But May is a month that breaks forth and it's the beginning of spring summer, so to speak. And so then spring summer leads into fall and then the end of the year. Oh my goodness gracious. So what I want to share with you guys is it's never too early or too late to create the life of your dreams. Never, 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 never. It just takes clarity. It takes clarity to really know what you want to do, put those plans together, have that vision, that mission, and take that first step. The second and third step will be revealed to you. Psalm 37. I promise you that, but you must take that first step. But clarity is all important. So I want to give you three things to think about in reference to preparing that clarity. And I am here for you. Obviously, when you come to my YouTube page, you're here, but subscribe to it and then ring that bell so you always get uh, notifications when I'm going live. So do that, share it out, which is great. Put comments here, which help others, to find this page. So the other way to really dig into trainings that I've put together over the years and other information, my TED talk that I did last year, my book that I wrote several years ago went to number one in 4 categories on Amazon. And again, I'm not saying this stuff to impress you. I'm saying this to impress upon you that you can do this too. I am just me, but I have been clear. My passion is creative. My vision is, excuse me, my passion is creative. My purpose is you. And I have been building teams and working with developing my companies, my businesses since I was in my mid 20s. So I want you to know that you too can do all of this if you're clear on what you want. Now, when I started my first business, so to speak, with Tupperware, I thought my life was over. when I say life was over, I was 26 and I had just had my second child, and I lived in Connecticut, far, far from town. We had one car. My husband at the time, my first husband, I should say, had worked for IBM, so he utilized the car, and the job was not close, so the car was not around. So in order for me to continue my dream of fashion and beauty, which I had worked in my early career jobs out of college, I needed a job, I needed some money, and I needed a car though. I needed a car to get it. So I'm not going to go into this whole long story, but I was at a tennis court, yes, tennis court, and there was some women over there, and I said, "What's going on over there?" And I moseyed on over and asked the gal that was doing whatever she was doing, because people had order forms, and I said, "What are you doing? I mean, what is this?" And she said, "Tupperware, Tupperware." And I said, "Do you make any money doing this?" And she said, "I'll have my manager call you." And so the gal called and came over to my home, and she went through her spiel and she shared about how you got involved. But then she very casually shared that um, managers like she got a Ford LTD station wagon that like the one in my car. I said, "Well, I'm not interested in selling plastic bowls because that surely wasn't my, you know, arena, my avatar." But I said, "But I am interested in that car. How do you get that?" So she explained how I did that. And I said, "Okay, I'll do this." And from that moment, guys, from that moment, I had that vision, that mission, not so much about plastic bowls, but that it was going to get me to my car, that was going to get me to start making some income again, and that I could save and prepare. So it was a step. So that didn't mean that it was going to be forever, but it was a step that led me to the next step, truly to the next step. But if I hadn't taken that first step, I wouldn't be sitting here probably today, because one of the things that I learned so strategically and impactfully is what I'm doing today, is building teams and helping people identify their dreams, goals, and aspirations, their why, and helping them attain it. So everything you do leads you to the next step. Everything, everything. But it's incumbent upon you to do it, not, a pie in the sky, you. So I'm going to give you three things that I want you to ponder. And let me look here to see who's here. It's hard to, these it moves so quickly, but and essentially everyone's saying hello, hello. And I am, who is asking that question? Harmony Burnett. I hope you're successful in life. You are successful in life. We all are successful in life. It's a mindset. Every day, I look at every day, not, I don't care what challenge I have, what challenge comes down my path. It is a challenge to me, is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to move through it. And it really is um, a step-by-step dynamic. Life is a journey, and from a start, and it's not a straight line. It's these curves and turns and twists are God's breadcrumbs to us to guide us. We just have to be open and listen and know that He is guiding us, knowing that He is God. So let me give you these three. But hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and really thank you. And Harmony, oh, there's Harmony again, and Winter, and Cute Cat, and Stay Happy. Love you guys. Just love you coming on. Love you, but do subscribe and leave comments like these guys are, and then subscribe and you'll be notified, because I come on pretty much every night. different series. This is now the Propel Expansion Empowerment Challenge. So the three things that I want to stress to you for the beginning of the spring summer season is believe bigger. Now remember, I just shared that Tupperware story, but that Tupperware story was a means to the next step. I had a big vision. It wasn't clear on it, but it was always go. I was always going to be creating something. Initially, when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be a fashion designer, but God had a different plan. So my journey has been in fashion, but in the beauty direction. So, but step by step, but that truly led me. I'm talking about plastic bowls, led me to learning business, learning about building teams, about focus and persistence and commitment, and that start small. Then the really very impactful thing I learned was it was not about me. It was about the other people that I was bringing into this and helping them identify their dreams, goals, and desires and attain them. So that has um, been with me throughout this journey of building these businesses, building and then selling and then evolving again. Okay, number one, as I said, believe bigger, meaning don't think small. Stop putting limits on God. Pray your prayers that scare you. And that's a declaration, meaning saying what, I have. Um, well, let me say it this way. I have been building and then selling and then starting again or continuing on because when I sold the luxury day medical and wellness spa in 20, I didn't sell the skincare line, Novitas Spa Clinicals. I didn't sell the rights to doing the stem cell therapies that we were doing. So I just continued on. Now I changed the model, but I continued on. And so it's continuing to evolve. And then I was introduced to LifeWave, the non-transdermal stem cell activation patch in 21, and I continued to integrate that into my work. And then in 25, end of 24 into 25, I reorganized that and have been expanding that ever since. So, one step leads to the next step. Well, this is 2026, and it is what's the word I want? I can feel God moving the furniture again and seeing that He is preparing me for the next step. And and again, it really doesn't matter because I don't know exactly. I know I've gotten certain messages and information, but I am thinking bigger, meaning expanding my horizons, like the Jabez prayer. Expand my horizons, expand my horizons, Lord. And so it's always evolving. So think bigger. Prayers that scare you. Expect the impossible. I don't really look at the word impossible because I know all things are possible through God who strengthens me and guides me. So I don't look at things anymore as impossible because if it's in his plan, it will be. It will be. And it doesn't matter how small or how large. Number two, move in faith. Faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, Hebrews 11, uh, and things that you have not seen. So again, that's, visualize, see it, believe it, take action. And so walk in faith. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Never, guys. Never, never, never. It's just like I said about Tupperware. I was 26, meaning I just had a child. I was like, oh my gosh. And now I said earlier that I thought, oh, my life is over. I didn't really feel that way. But like I wrote in my book, I think there's a chapter called Get Off the Couch. And I knew that if I stayed immobile, and that's why I started playing tennis actually, because I knew I needed to get out and be with people and expand my horizons, and God would guide that next step. And he did introduce me to that gal. And so don't wait for the perfect moment. Take that step, make the call, start the project. God will meet you there. Number three, speak life. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and he who speaks it will eat it. Meaning that you're always speaking, I'm too poor, I'm too this, I don't have the background, I don't have the experience, I can't do it, I da da blah blah blah. That's going to stop you from doing what Jeremiah 29:11, the plans that he has for you. So stop speaking that way. Stop speaking that way. Speak life over yourself. Stop rehearsing your doubts. Start declaring, I am favored, I am chosen, I am stepping into my best season yet. This is May 1st. It is May 1st. There's always hope and infinite possibilities just over the horizon. Take that step. The second and third step will be revealed to you, and it's never too early or too late to create the life of your dreams. Uh, uh, when I sold that business in 20, I called a woman who is very, very, very successful. And I don't know her well, but I know her enough to call. And I wanted to speak to someone who had has had attained tremendous, tremendous things. And I had a few consulting calls with her. And basically, she said to me, Megan, you're not retiring, you're refiring. And that's what you're doing. No matter what obstacle you're dealing with today, whatever mindset that is holding you back, whatever experiences from the past, do not look back. You're not going that way. The past is over. It's done. It's not who you are. Take that step, move forward, and do not look back. And so I'm refiring, so to speak. And I knew as I knew, and that was when I spoke with I sold the business, as I said, in 20. And uh, so that would have been, yeah, at the end of 20 when, and into 21, when 21. And the end of spring, really summer of 21, God gave me the next step. And again, it's pointless. It wasn't a roadmap. Oh, no, 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 no. Those breadcrumbs of the next step, which I'm doing now and am continuing on. That fulfillment of that has not come to pass, but I can see the clarity of it. So with that said, he is always speaking to us. He will never leave us or forsake us. And again, I reiterate, it's never too early. It's never too late. Just know in prayer, ask, seek, knock. He will guide you. Uh, and seek, he will open the door and give you that answer. And knock, as I said, and the door will be open. Prayer is powerful. I did a whole series, go back to it. I did it recently. Yeah, because I did 40 days of hope during the spring season from Lent to Passover slash Easter. And that's right. And then I did 7 days of prayer. And God just put in my spirit to really focus on prayer, which is a communication with God. So I will, speaking of communication, go to my link tree, which is Propel, spell Propel dot Megan DiMartino, my name. So go here and see how I spell my name. .com/info, and that is my link tree. And my book is there, my TED Talk is there, my websites are there, information about LifeWave is there, about regenerative stem cell my YouTube, shouldn't say YouTube, my archives of my podcast, which go from these lives to podcast, are there. So the links to all of this are there. So but you can also, come back to YouTube for sure. But anyway, also I have no charge um, community called the Propel community, and I invite you to join me. You will love it. Just click on it, and you'll get so much, and it's no charge. But you get a nugget of inspiration, encouragement every day. We do newsletters a couple of times a month. Actually, with Mother's Day next Sunday, we'll have a few more this week. But anyway, you'll receive those. We do summits and webinars and different things that are free. As I said, the archives to all these webinars, these podcasts are there. And so other things as well. My course is there. That is not free, but that is the Propel activation program to start, scale, and sustain the business and life of your dreams. And that's based on my 5 C's: clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and compassion. So we're still in the clarity piece here, kids, and we'll continue on with this Propel expansion, empowerment, uh, journey for you. So I am here for you to help you start, scale, and sustain whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be a business. Does not. Does not. Could be a new health program. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. But you have to get off the couch, as one of my chapters in my book says. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay? Have a blessed day on the 2nd of May, and be blessed.